everyone, and welcome to this month's Ascension Teachings Q A. So for this month, I will bring forth source for you. So we have a lovely Jenny facilitating. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, guys.
And she'll also be reading out questions for another Patreon member. So, source. What is source? Source is God. Source is all that is. Source, importantly, is us. We are source. We are manifestations of source in a physical body. So source is not above us. God is not above us because we are God. We are source. So now, because source is not a being, source is energy, source code flows throughout all that is all that is. It means that when I channel, what I do is that I channel the amount of source energy that my vibration can hold, okay? Because source is limitless. So we could probably never channel the full amount of source because we'd probably explode. Well, so basically with this is that I channel the amount that my frequency can allow. So, yeah, we all have this ability to channel source because source is who we are. And all the beings of the light, everything that we see are all aspects of source. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into trance and I'm going to bring forth source for you. All right, see you on the other side. Hello, my dear ones.
Hello.
It is you that is speaking. I am you. We are one. You are God. And you are perfect. My dear ones, it is our honor to be here in this way, to speak directly in this way. It's not by accident that you are here. My dear ones, we are one. You are source. You chose to come here in this physical body that you call as a human because you wanted to experience life in a physical setting. Of course, this is an illusion because there is no such thing as physical matter, for all is energy. But you chose to explore this experience in the illusion of physical reality because you wanted expansion. You wanted to see what it was like to not remember who you truly are, to not remember that you are powerful. However, those of you watching this, those of you drawn to these teachings, did choose to remember. You may not see the full picture, you may see glimpses of it. And you are on this journey to remembering who you truly are, to remember that you are God, to remember that you are all that is, to remember that you are your brothers and sisters. You are the universe. You are the stars, mighty ones. You are source in a unique frequency of source. You are source, but you also have a unique frequency due to your pre-birth intentions, due to your divine blueprint, which carries forth from all the multidimensional lives you are living, with unique lessons you chose to explore here, unique abilities that you chose to explore here on earth for your life purpose and for your expansion. This is why you are one, but you are all so unique. And you are here to remember the powerful being that you are. It is always the inward journey. But as you go inward and activate more of your divine blueprint, you will begin remembering more that you are God. It is the journey of enlightenment, God realization, ascension. Whatever term you have placed on this in your human terminology, know that it is a remembering journey. You are already enlightened. You are already God realized. You just do not remember it yet. You do not have to attain anything. You do not have to become some attainable higher version of yourself. You are already that. You are already the perfect enlightened being that you seek. Mighty ones, you are here to remember this. And as you remember this and work on your limiting beliefs and limitations that hold you back from the remembering, you raise your frequency and you unlock more of who you are, and you become a radiant God light that expands not only yourself, but expands all that is. Your expansion affects the world. Not only affects those around you, it affects all that is. Your expansion affects the expansion of the universe, of source, of God. All expands. See how powerful you are? You are infinite and you are powerful. Mighty ones, you are one. You are here to remember who you are. Every time you are creative, you access that God particle within you. You access and activate more of your God creator abilities. So create in the vibration of love. You have the choice. You have the choice to create in fear or love. Although fear is an illusion, it is there for you, and it is an element of the illusion to assist you in the great remembering. Choose love, choose oneness, and you'll remember more of who you truly are. Know that we love you dearly, for we are you, mighty ones. And thank you for being here, mighty one. It's no accident that you are here.
Thank you for joining us and coming to us this way today. It's always so nice to speak with you.
It is our honor. And we see you are on a powerful journey, mighty one. A journey that's creating more expansion and more remembering of your life purpose. And all is perfect and all is unfolding magnificently. Do you see that for yourself?
I do. I'm very excited every time something new happens. It's all fresh and new, and it's all an experience.
And it is all for you. What would you like to discuss today, mighty one?
Well, I have a question from one of our members, so we'll go ahead and start with that. This is from Isabel, and her question is, there are many fields surrounding us, including auric fields, fields that vibrate our emotions, fields that vibrate our beliefs and meridians, crisscrossing streams of energy. Can you elaborate a little more on these systems of energy and how it plays in our physical reality and non-physical?
You are energy. Everything is energy. Your emotions, your feelings, every aspect of your being is energy. And as such, there is many systems at play. However, it is part of the one. Because you are human, you are unique, and you have certain energetic systems that makes you unique to other beings from other worlds, from other places. So you were tapped in to source code. You are source code. Now, the different systems that exist within you are all working in perfect balance and in perfect unison to the universe, to all that is. If you could see who you really are, you would see many streams of consciousness interacting with one another. Mighty ones, all is energy and all is influencing other energy. So from higher perspectives, beyond the physical presentation of the human, lies different energy systems. Mighty ones, they do work in unison and they are plugged into the infinite consciousness. You are plugged into source energy. Source energy flows throughout you and you exist of different codes that create your unique source frequency, which is who you truly are. It is your source self. So in saying that, your emotions, any aspect that creates who you are as a human vibrates on a certain vibration and different vibrational levels within your being. And this is what some of you may see, some of you may experience, some of you are called to experience and work with some of these specific energy systems, but no, it's all connected to the one. It is not necessary to work on a separate energy system, for they are all connected. If you work on one energy system, it affects the other. It is all connected. If you feel called to work on a specific system, then so be it. There are many fields of light work here in your terminology that focuses on these different dimensions. It is all frequency. It is all energy. You have a divine blueprint, and this divine blueprint is within your source self. It is a gateway to access your multidimensional self, to access the remembering of who you are, to access all your abilities. So within the divine blueprint is a connection to energy systems that's creating your unique frequency. All you need to do is work on raising your frequency. And by doing so, your frequency holds specific keys, certain connections with other energy systems, and it's all accessed through, you can say, your energetic mainstream, which is the divine blueprint. And by doing that, you release what is needed for your life purpose and pre-birth intentions. There is a divine timing in things. So you will activate certain energetic systems to release certain information in divine time when you are ready. It is all working beautifully together. It is all part of your frequency, part of your vibration. Nothing is separate, although may be shown to you as separate components for you to have a better understanding in a dualistic state of perspective. Because you are still plugged into duality, you still see things as separate, but they are not separate. It's part of the uniform oneness that you are. So if you have these abilities and you have desires to work with certain energetic systems, and so be it. Things will be revealed for you in relations to your life purpose. Perhaps it is for you to work with these energy systems to expand yourself and expand all that is, mighty ones. You are source. You are truly magnificent. If you could only see yourself beyond the physical illusion of the human body. Of course, in this environment that you are living in, you do see a physical body. You do see a physical surrounds because this is part of the illusion. And because it's part of the illusion, it is very real. In high truth, it is just energy. The manifestation of things in a physical way is all part of this expansion game you're playing. It is all part of Gaia. Your body has manifested in a perceived physical form to assist you. It is your teacher. It is your guide. Your body is part of Gaia. It's part of the earth. And as such, your body is divine. Your body is not just a suit to allow you to explore here on earth. Your body is divine. And your body has certain energy grids and systems within it that connects directly to Gaia, that connects directly to earth, because you were born onto the earth. So we would say there are certain connections from your energetic body, from who you truly are, that connects to Gaia. This tie can never be broken because you were born here and you are part of her and she's part of you. You also have connections with all your brothers and sisters. Some of you may perceive this in different ways. It may assist you in your awakening to perceive it in certain ways. Some of you perceive these as cords of light. Some of you perceive these as other things. But no, there's always streams of consciousness, not just to Gaia, but to your brothers and sisters. These streams of consciousness connects to all that is. All is connected, mighty ones. Know that you are not alone. Know that you are not separate. You are a bundle of energy, a beautiful mix of source code, vibrating in certain patterns, vibrating in certain connections to allow you to explore life uniquely as source.
Thank you. I have another question. I personally do a lot of work with some like lower vibrational energies and entities kind of post-passing. And I keep hearing that I need to be doing like an energetic protection in the evenings before going to sleep or before any astral travel. Is that something that we need to be doing on a regular basis, or what is the best way to keep ourselves in a higher vibrational energy when we're connecting with those lower vibrations?
Well, it is all according to your belief system. If you believe you need to protect it, then you will need to be protected. But in higher truth, all is happening for you. In higher truth, you do not need protecting. If you have a choice to work with frequencies from people who have transitioned, then so be it. Mighty One, all the beings that are attracted to you is due to your vibration. It is also due to your life purpose. Perhaps you chose to explore this experience with these other beings because you know you chose to explore this, as it will help not only yourself, but help others who are also exploring these dimensions of consciousness. Can't you see? But in higher truth, you do not need protection. If you were told you need protection, that is because it matches to your belief system. So if you have a belief system that you need protecting, then you can do that. If you choose not to do that, then everything is still as perfect. No entities can harm you. It is only in the perception that they can harm you, mighty ones. The beings are for you, and they choose to play roles for you. They may choose to play a role that's of a lower vibration to match your frequency, to match the lessons that entails you, whether it's for yourself or whether it is for another. Mighty ones, if you can, we would say, look at a different perspective. Know that all is perfect. And the effects of other beings are here to show you that you are looking at things from a limited perspective. All is love. Even beings that might trigger you, they might activate you, they are still for you. They are all playing the role for you. All spirits are part of the one, a part of God. Mighty ones, it is up to you in your frequency, in your perception, whether you want to perceive them as love-based or fear-based. They are all here for you to assist you. So if you have this belief system that you need protecting, then so be it. If you choose not to, then so be it. If something was to happen because you did not make protections, then so be it. It was for you. It is there that all beings correlate to your frequency, but your frequency also includes your pre-birth intentions. So know that everything is perfect, as everything is one. All the different beings, whether they have transcended into this plane of consciousness or another, are all part of the one. And if they are in your reality, then they are for you. They would not be there otherwise. Everyone is playing a role for you. Not just the physical brothers and sisters, but also the non-physical. Many of you like to see energies as evil or good, and there is no such thing. It is only in the illusion that you perceive this, and this will match to your belief systems in your consciousness. In a state of duality, when there much fear exists, you may experience fear-based beings, but this is part of the illusion, and they are playing the role for you to trigger you, to activate you, so you can go inward. Mighty one. So follow the guidance. If the guidance was to do a specific method, then so be it. It is for you. Detach from the outcome that protection is needed. Perhaps by doing that intention, it will allow you to go in a certain direction. Perhaps it'll lead to one thing and to another thing. It is a step. So trust the guidance. Does it feel good? Go with that. Work on your vibration. If you are in a place of all accepting or loving, then you will receive the guidance for your highest good. No matter how obscure it might seem, how unnecessary it might seem, it is for you. So trust it. Everyone is unique, and everyone is exploring life uniquely in different ways. So go with that, and all is perfect. Do you see what you're experiencing as perfect in this realm of exploration?
I do. I was thinking, the more I was hearing about different ways that I would need to protect my auric field, or different ways that I would need to use protection while doing this kind of work, I just was feeling like it was more work than it needed to be. Like there was more ritual involved than there needed to be. And it wasn't part of the guidance that I got from going within. So I was just wondering if that was true. I'm glad that it isn't.
And it's all there to match your frequency. So of course it is out there a lot in your society, different ways to protect yourself. But my dear one, all the beings, all non-physical, all situations, all people is a reflection to your frequency. What you perceive as reality is a reflection of you and your frequency. So let go of the conditioning. Do not compare yourself with others. If you can see the higher truths, you do not need protecting, because you know that there is nothing to be protected from. Energies may bring out an activation within you, but it is for you. Are you fearful of the feeling of fear? But fear is for you. Change the perspective of the emotion of fear, a negative emotion. many of you are fearing this emotion, and you do anything to not feel this emotion, whether it is protection, whether it is controlling your conditions so you do not feel vulnerable. But to explore this reality fully is to be vulnerable, to be open, to experience it all. And when you're willing to be vulnerable and open your heart and open yourself to feel and experience all, you can more easily uncover your limiting beliefs and blocks that you have within you that is stopping you from discovering why you were here in your life purpose. It is one step at a time. And if it is a step to explore certain protections, then it is for you. But it is not necessary, for you are always protected. You are God. If you are God, how can you not be protected? You are that. All beings are aspects of you. So why be fearful of it when they are you? Everything is playing a role for you, whether it is for you to go inwards to look at your fears, or whether it is to start seeing things as oneness instead of separateness. It is all for you. You are a master, and all of you are masters. Only the most advanced beings are here to explore it, and you are here to explore your abilities in your own unique way. Even if you may have similar abilities to other people and other people who contact non-physical, the way that you do it is unique. No one can be exactly the same. No ability can be exactly the same, because your ability stems from your multidimensional life. It stems from your vibration within your divine blueprint. And it's a combination, and its origins can be from all the lives you are living, mixed with your frequency and your pre-birth intention. So can't you see? Your abilities are unique. Even if you had the same ability in another life, your ability that's activated within this life will always be different, because your frequency is different, because you are now born into a different form. Can't you see? This will allow you to let go and compare yourself with common practices in your field, with ways that other people are exploring their reality and their gifts. If they chose to explore their gifts in certain ways, and so be it, it is perfect. It does not mean that it is for you. All you need to do is follow the guidance from the inward journey. And here are the answers specifically for you.
Thank you.
It sounds like you already had this answer within you, but you needed this validation.
Yeah, I felt like I knew, but when I was looking up, doing research, I was getting a lot of different information, and I just was double checking myself, I guess, which I suppose I don't need to do.
You naturally are protected by raising your frequency, if that is the intention that you want. You are energy. Due to laws of attraction, due to universal laws, you attract what is aligned to your frequency. If your alignment to fear, you will attract fear-based scenarios or specific beings into your life. But it's just an illusion. If you align more to love-based being that you're at a high vibration. You're at a vibration based in love, alignment with your God self. So you can only attract beings and situations that resonate with the love frequency. You are a magnet. Your frequency is a magnet. So all you need to do is work on your frequency. As you go to the frequency ascension from fear to love, you will come across scenarios that may trigger fear within you, but it is for you. And as you go through this journey from fear to love, you will be able to easily manage your reactions and your emotions in relations to fear. You will no longer be kept in the emotion of fear. You'll be able to see it from the higher perspective. You'll be able to appreciate and be grateful that it is your teacher. And you'll be able to see the lesson behind the fear, that it is for you and it is for your evolution. As you go through this journey, you will unlock more of the knowings behind these emotions that you experience. You are a magnet. You are energy. It literally is your vibration that attracts and manifests the life that you chose in pre-birth. All is perfect.
Thank you so much. That helps so much.
And how are you aligning to love in this practice?
I feel like I'm doing really well. I feel happy. I feel like I'm moving in the right direction and everything's growing and expanding, and I'm just trying to go with the flow and not control anything and just trying to let go.
It is a process. As you have manifested in human form, you have, we would say, certain barriers to overcome. All of the human collective does. And this is why you're here, to do the work. It is not really work. It is releasing what's no longer needed. Letting go of limited code that was stuck in the old dimensions of consciousness that is no longer needed. This is why we say connect inward, connect to your heart. Your heart center is a portal. It is the gateway to your God self. It is the gateway to the universe. It is the gateway to your divine blueprint. Many of you like to live from the mind, like to analyze, like to control. This is from operating systems based in the ego mind that plugs into the collective consciousness. Although the consciousness is shifting more into oneness state, you are still affected by duality that still exists in the collective. To bypass this, to work through this in the present, is to live from the heart center. From the heart center, you will be able to more easily see the thought systems that flows through you. You'll be more easily to see what limits you, what blocks you from finding out who you truly are, that stops you from remembering that you are God. This is why you are here. It is all about love. Seeing everything as perfect. You are code. You are source. You are this channel. You are everything around you. Everything you see around you is energy. Everything is connected. You are all streams of consciousness, intermingled and all connecting with all that is. Energy impulses allows communication to be possible. Your terminology of communication is somewhat limited. Some of you are awakening to what true communication is. As a human form, you see verbal communication as the main form, but there are many forms of communication. For you are all energy, and you are connected and intermingled with the energy, and there are heartbeat impulses that connects you and all that is by living in the heart center. You connect to that source pulse, communication, energy, information streams that connects you and all that is. With practice, connecting from the heart center by going inwards from the heart, being open to receive, you'll be able to communicate to people, to beings beyond your comprehension at this point. There is no need for verbal communication. There is much going on here. And I know you, my dear, have explored this in this lifetime, and this is one of your gifts, one of your abilities that you chose to explore once again in this lifetime. You are starting to understand more and more what is beyond the veil. The same process that you trust this gift is the same process that you trust in letting go. Letting go of what is and what should be. Surrendering to who you are. Everything is working out. Everything is occurring in your reality due to your frequency. All that you see is a reflection of you. If you want more favorable conditions, then all you need to do is go inwards, and your physical reality will reflect that, will reflect your vibration. Know that you have all the answers. You are already discovering much of who you are. And how do you feel in your current process of remembering who you are?
I feel really good about it. It's definitely moving forward. I'm in a kind of a transitional period right now, and I can feel like everything's opening up. I feel like we're definitely, as a collective, ending a huge cycle right now and just closing things out from parallel lives and things like that, and moving into something that feels much larger and more expansive. And that's really exciting.
And you chose to explore this transition, for you were so highly advanced. You knew that coming here with all your abilities and your gifts will assist in this transition.
I definitely chose a challenge.
You all did. That's why you came here. What is occurring right now is a challenging time in your time history, in your perceived history. Things are getting easier, but you're in a transition. You have glimpses of who you are, but then you fall back into the illusion of fear. You fall back into seeing everything as separate. This is a transition. Only the most powerful beings can weather this transition. By your expansion, you further assist in the transition. And you only need to do what you were guided to do. For your raising your frequency, you are emitting more source light. You are emitting more of who you are. And this affects all that is. This affects the collective consciousness and the shift into oneness. So my dear ones, it is your frequency based on love that you create and that you expand yourself and all that is. You have chosen to be born into this time of great awakening, and there are many shifts occurring. Many of you are being awoken to who you truly are. You are seeing glimpses of it. You are now seeing this as truth, and you are no longer disregarding the beliefs about yourself of who you truly are. And there are enough teachers out there to validate to you who you really are. You have been attracted to these teachings because you have a calling to remember more of who you are. This resonates with you because these words we speak are the same words that you are speaking, because we are one. Yes, there are many changes occurring, but you are able to weather any storm in your terminology. You chose to explore certain conditions because you knew by doing so, you'll create mass expansion. You chose certain players in your life to play a role for you because you knew it would create more expansion and a discovery of your life purpose. There were so many beings lining up to play here on earth. Only the most advanced were able to come here. Just the fact that you are living and breathing here shows you how highly advanced you are. It is just a remembering journey, to remember that you are God, to remember that you are one. If you want to explore the universe, if you want to explore your multidimensional self and all that is, the portal is in the heart center. This is your gateway. It's an energetic gateway that plugs in to the heartbeat of all that is, that connects all that is. To encourage you to live from the heart. It may be scary to live from the heart because you want to feel a sense of security. So you live from the mind to control your life so you do not feel fear. But to truly live a life that you came here to explore is to open yourself. Open yourself to all experiences. Most importantly, open your heart. Open your heart not only to your reality, but open your heart to yourself. This can be the most challenging love there is. To love fully yourself, to see yourself as fully worthy. And we understand that, and it is a transition. If you can open your heart, make the intention to receive all that is required for your highest good, you will go on an exciting journey. But the exciting journey is always inward. Make the intentions to discover why you were here. Are you practicing opening your heart, my dear one?
Yes, I do. I do my meditations several times a day if I can, at least once a day if I can't do more than that. I've been doing a lot of spending time in nature. I'm in a very beautiful place right now, so I have a lot of access to a lot of free space, which has been very nice.
You can see that it is for you. The environment around you is allowing you to go further inward. No matter where you exist on this planet, you have the abilities to go inward and focusing on your heart. No matter how vulnerable you may feel, it is for you. For vulnerability allows you to access the flow of grace, flow of the universe. It is about trusting. And trusting can be challenging because you are letting go of all sense of security. So we can see how this is challenging. But it is about letting go of all control, opening your heart to feel it all. Whether it is love, whether it is fear, it is all for you. Opening your heart and you receive more guidance to go further inward. You will feel more connection to your brothers and sisters. Most importantly, you will feel more connection to your God self, to who you truly are, and all the higher lives of who you are. You are truly multidimensional. You have many higher versions of yourself existing. And once you raise your frequency, you align to that higher self of you. In higher truth, as you go through the vibrational ladder inwards, you are aligning more to your God self, God realization, that you are the God creator. But you do not have to do it alone. All the guidance that you seek is within you. Whether you see the beings as separate to you, that is up to you. They are lovingly for you to assist you on your journey. Are you paying attention to the messages? They are come in thoughts. Many of you disregard your thoughts because you think it's nonsense. You think it is just you. There are many signs. There's much communication that's always occurring, but you not only hear it in certain times. Open your hearts, open your ears, be in the present moment. To connect to the portal of all that is through the heart center is to be in the present moment. Even though you're living multidimensional realities, it is the present moment where it's the most powerful. This is where you can access truly your heart portal and connect to all that is. It is here when you transcend any limitations that you perceive to align to your God self. But just know, those of you on this journey, your journey is perfect. Many of you judge yourself because you see your journey is not as perfect. You judge your progress. You judge yourself and think you should be further along the path than you are. You judge others around you, thinking they should be on their spiritual path. But my dear ones, everyone is on their spiritual path. Not everyone has chosen to remember their spiritual path, but they are all following their spiritual path. They are playing roles to activate or trigger you. But they are just as important players as your teachers, for they are your teachers and they are your greater teachers. You are here to live life, enjoy and experience life. So go play, go experience life fully, openly. And anything that you come across is for you. There are spiritual lessons in your terminology in all things of life, in all components of life, not just in these advanced, we would say, spiritual topics, esoteric topics in the metaphysical, but in your everyday life, what you may see as mundane are the biggest spiritual lessons. You disregard it as unimportant life events. You see them as just filling in space, but every moment of your existence is a spiritual lesson, is a tool for you, for your ascension, for your evolution. Never before a time has there been such human evolution. not only in consciousness, but in the actual presence and the nature of the human being body itself. All is merging to oneness state. You are one, and you are love, and you are perfect.
It's all very, very exciting to watch it unfold around us. I mean, within ourselves, but also to watch the people around us expanding and growing, and to see the science showing that consciousness has an effect on so many things that they didn't believe before. It's very, very exciting.
And because it is a time of great awakening, these teachings and these understandings are being more surfaced in your society. It is now becoming more mainstream and accepted in your society because the consciousness is ready. You are ready as a collective to experience more of who you are. You've gone from a consciousness that is predominantly in fear to now a consciousness that's now predominantly in love. Because of this, you are now ready for greater expansion. You are now ready as a collective to explore the universe, not just on Earth, but elsewhere. You are now ready to experience beings from other worlds. You are now ready to experience the full nature of who you are, the full aspects of your DNA, the energetic, crystalline, energetic systems that connects you and all that is. You're ready for more because the collective is ready for more. You're part of the collective. You have pre-birth intentions, which many of you term as soul contracts, but these are not contracts. These are intentions, and you can change to choose in the moment. You have your perceived individual in pre-birth intentions, and you have the collective consciousness pre-birth intentions. The human race itself has their own intentions. So you are in the mix of all that. You are in the mix of the human race intentions and your intentions. And then you've got the mix of source intentions, which source is all that is. It is you. And the intentions is to expand all that is. You are part of the universe. You are part of all that is. You are expanding. You cannot expand. Sometimes you feel like you're going backwards, but this is an illusion. You are releasing what's no longer needed to the surface so you can alchemize it into the light and love of who you are. As you go through this process, you are recovering. Energetic system is no longer needed. So for you to transmute them, they will come to the surface eventually. We say, do not repress them. We say, bring them to the surface so they can exit your body and exit your consciousness to bring in new higher states of consciousness that exists. And it's already existing within you. It will just allow your frequency to align more to who you truly are. The highest possible frequency of who you can be is already within you. It's releasing these old operating systems to allow you to align more to your God within. And how exciting it is that you are actively on this journey, exploring your life the way that you are, the way that you have pre-chosen your life. And with all its different dimensions within it as a human, know that you are much more than a human. Mighty ones, you may present in a human form, but your galactic DNA has been activated. All different forms of dormant DNA is now being activated. This is why so many of you are now uncovering certain abilities that may be seemed like they're coming on all of a sudden out of the blue. But they're not out of the blue. They've always been there. But you're ready to access those abilities.
Thank you.
And what has your experience been with certain abilities being activated, Mighty One?
I'm starting to find the patterns in the lessons and the tests and how the abilities come forth. I'm starting to be able to feel the way that cycle feels within myself. And when I'm talking to my friends and other people that are actively on the journey actively, like really working on themselves. I'm finding that that's kind of what's going on, is that everybody's sort of feeling more and knowing more and trusting that more, rather than, wondering about it and just feeling it more and understanding the process a little bit more.
Because you're ready to remember more of who you are. All the information and all the answers are already within you. You already know what we speak. And it is about transcending old operating systems to allow the releasement, the remembering of this knowledge to your conscious awareness, that you already know it all, for you are God. You have all the answers that you seek within you. And it's not by accident that you've attracted certain people into your life to assist you on this exploration. And that is what is occurring with many of you. Many of you who are on this journey in recent years, in your terminology, have now been attracted to certain people that is on we would say a similar vibration than you. For you have chosen to explore together, collaboratively. And by exploring this reality together, you are activating each other. You may be even triggering each other. And this is how it's supposed to work. They're your support systems, but know that they are also for you. They are you. You are at the vibrational level where you can attract vibrational versions of yourself that can assist you going deeper inwards.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to us this way. It's always so lovely to speak to you in such a direct manner. And I'm really glad that I was able to participate today.
It is not by accident, and we are honored. Is there anything else that you'd like to discuss before we finish here today?
I don't think so. That was all of the questions that I had.
Just know that you are perfect. Every perceived challenge is happening for you. The fears you experience is for you. They are your teachers, because you are ready for another level of grand expansion. When you doubt your journey, when you feel like you're going backwards, this is not the reality. It's only a perception that you are going backwards. But you are going deeper within. Deep-seated emotions, limiting beliefs that are in your deep consciousness that's coming to the surface to be addressed. For it is for you to move more into a oneness consciousness state. One must address the limiting beliefs and let go of what's no longer needed. With what is occurring, with the rays of energy on Gaia, with the expansion that is currently occurring, many of you are being called to actively address these abilities, actively address your fears. They're coming to the surface for you. So if you have these and they manifest in physical body, be grateful for it and allow everything to occur as perfect. Many of you experiencing ascension symptoms, and it is the removal of what no longer is needed to bring into the new. You are going through vortexes, energetic, magnetic vortexes, which is higher states of consciousness that basically, in your terminology, how you can visually picture it as a giant magnetic force that's pulling out what is no longer needed. And to pull it out, it must come to the surface first. It does not mean you do not have to address your fears. For you to allow the process to go more effortlessly, you will need to look at these fears to transcend them fully. into a oneness state. It is who you truly are, and you already know this within you. It's you are perfect and you are God. It is our honor to come through in this way. Know that we love you, for we are you, and we are one.
Thank you so much. We're so grateful for your guidance.
Farewell, mighty ones.